Oh my goodness. So it has been a month since I've recorded a video or had the chance to just come and talk. So um I'm in my bra because I'm gonna show like how my incisions are healing up or whatever. But anyway, um man, I got so much to talk about. I ain't even write down like no outline, so this means that this one is gonna be like all over the place with me and my ADD. So yeah, get ready for that. Oh my goodness. So I'm not even gonna try and talk about like what week this is because I really don't know. I was sleeved July 30th of this year, 2018. So that makes it let's see, November, 4.5 months ago. Almost 5 months. I am 70 pounds down in 5 months. Unheard of, right? If you watched my previous videos, it was like a really slow start, me trying to get used to this whole thing. I finally found my groove with this thing. Like, I know, how to work my sleeve. I used to hear people say all the time, like, your sleeve, your journey is unique to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just hit like the stall. I used to really panic about the stalls. Now it's just like, oh, scale's not moving this week. Let me up my water a little bit. Still not moving. Okay, let me up my protein. Still not moving. Well, whatever. I'll come back next week. And usually, something happens. Well, this time that scale just wasn't moving. And I just was like, I would have normally panicked. I didn't panic at all. I just kept doing what I was doing. Plus, I had so much going on at work. So I'm just gonna start there. So I think like I got off track for a little minute. Back in October, during Halloween time, not gonna lie, I ate candy, sweets, cookies. I was just doing the most, okay? And actually it caused me to gain I gained like 7 pounds back, and I'm talking, it happened like overnight within the course of like a day or two, and that did freak me out. And I went on like this water fast for like a day, and it came right back off. I don't know, it could have really been water weight because there was that time of the month for me too. So it could have been a lot of things. So, be careful with that during your journey. Once you start getting comfortable again, once you can eat again, and you start realizing like, oh, I can tolerate some of the things that I love, right? Don't slip off into like, oh, I'm just going to eat a little bit of it. And it's fine, because it's not fine. You need to stick with the plan as much as possible. You will have your times, but stick with the plan as much as possible for sure. Unless you want to have a scare like I had, because I had a really bad scare there. That was one thing that scared me. So don't play with it. So okay. The other thing is, so it's been, like I said, 4.5 months. I pulled out and what you call the thing? The little stitch. The suture. I pulled out a one that had been in there for 4 months, y'all. It was like, look, it was right here, and there was one here too. It was like they were. Wait. Okay, it was one here, and then I had one raised. It had like this part of my. It was, y'all. It was horrible. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And because it was like my skin was raised. And I could feel like every time I rub across it, I kept feeling like something was cutting my hand. And I was like, what the hell is that? Right? And so, I'm getting out of the tub. And then so one day I was like, you know what? Let me just really, really look. And it was buried in my skin, but my skin was trying to push it out. And I just like got the tweezers, and I had to tug on it for probably about 3 minutes to get it to come up. And they both popped out. And it was pretty long too. I was like, dang, like I had a suture in for 4 months. Thank God nothing got infected or whatever, but because I thought I got them all out, but obviously I didn't. So be careful with that. If you're going to take out your own stitches, make sure you get it all out. But at the same time, your body is going to push it out anyway. If you don't get all of them, it's not going to stay in there forever. Eventually, just like I said, 4 months later, my skin was pushing it up and I kept feeling it. Like every time I would rub across, it felt like a foreign object, you know? So yeah, that's my little weird story. But other than that, like the incisions look pretty good, you know, like they're just dark. And I think, like I said, they're dark because, I had, I had those sutures left in there, and I'm hoping that that doesn't stay that way. You know, I don't want the little dark spots there, but hey, battles of a soldier. I mean, scars of a soldier, right? Those my war wounds. So I'm gonna leave it. So, a couple other things. I have been stressed beyond belief. At work, it has been so chaotic. It's been so much going on at work. And it has really caused me, I noticed that when I'm stressed, my heartburn gets so much worse. To the point one night I felt like I was choking. And I'm not a stomach sleeper. I sleep on my back. But since I've lost, quite a bit of weight, sometimes now I find myself kind of rolling over onto my stomach, and it's not really comfortable for me. And when I do that, I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm pressing. It's like, okay, you may think I'm weird, but because we have a little pouch, right? It's not really a stomach anymore. I feel like I am closing that little pouch, like I'm pressing it all the way in because it's so small. I feel like I'm laying on, you know how you lay on like a little ball or something and you too big for it and you press it in, and like I say, y'all don't think I'm weird, but yeah, no, I don't care. That's how I feel when I'm laying on my stomach. It just feels weird laying on my stomach. And like I said, I've never been a stomach sleeper before, but I noticed, like I said, after that surgery, that's how it feels weird. But the heartburn, like I said, when it was like when I'm stressed, Minnie just is like, she just cuts up. I could drink water and feel like I got heartburn. And some days, so now I have, I take Zantac daily. That really works for me. Zantac works for me. Prilosec doesn't really work for me. I never thought that I would have to take anything like daily, but now it's gotten to the point where I have to take it daily. I probably can go a day. And I can go longer than a day if I'm not stressed, but that's not my life. My life is stressed, so I have to pretty much take it daily. But like I said, I noticed that the heartburn is much worse when I'm stressed out. So I did reveal on Facebook that I had found out that I was pregnant, and it was a surprise. It really was a surprise. It was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't upset about it, but I was just like, whoa. But at the same time, the pregnancy felt really weird in the beginning. I was doing a lot of bleeding, a lot of spotting, and I know that's common, early pregnancy, but it just didn't feel right. My doctor definitely was sending me to a high risk specialist because I had just had this, like I had the surgery 4 months ago, and then boom, here I am pregnant. So, she definitely wanted to be sure that I was okay and all of that. Well, by the time I started getting into that, I lost that pregnancy, at right at 7 weeks. Yeah, it was right at 7 weeks. And it kind of, I've been through it before, but now it's gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I think I do want another one. My kids are 13 and 11. Okay. And everybody's like, girl, you're going to be starting all the way back over. And I'm like, yeah, I want that baby, the one that you just really get to spoil and have fun with. That one, I have 2 boys and I definitely want a little girl. So now I have a goal. Okay. So, hopefully by my, and I know they say wait at least a year to 2 years out. before trying, but I know that it is possible to have one before. I definitely don't want to put myself at risk or an innocent baby, put that baby in a situation where, they don't have a good start in life and all that. So I do want to definitely wait to make sure that my body is stable enough. So I'm hoping to start really trying by my surgery. And so next year on my birthday, that'll be a really good time to start, right? Like it's like let's get started. Let's try again. But that took an emotional toll on me. It really did. It kind of threw my hormones off too, and so I was just kind of all over the place. I will say this: I noticed that the time during the time that I was pregnant, my appetite it really picked up, but I couldn't eat. So it was like I was, because I hadn't felt hungry since the surgery. Like occasionally I'll get a little hungry, but this time I was hungry. Like I wanted to eat. And I couldn't really eat. Like I would take a bite of something and it was like, ugh, that's enough. And then too, I was vomiting quite a bit, and I think I don't know, maybe that's kind of what kicked off the heartburn even more so too. Like, I don't know, like I said, I threw my body into like overdrive with the hormones and all the stuff that was going on, but so that's that. And just pushing, like I said, striving towards that goal, lose the rest of this weight, and by next year, a year out, I will try again. Hopefully, we'll see. Let me see what else. I don't have much else to talk about. I have a lot to talk about, but I don't have the time to talk about it. Like, I have quite a few things to do. We're having this Christmas party at work tomorrow. I gotta try and figure out something to wear because they suddenly tell us, "Hey, dress up, let's be festive." And now I'm like, okay, I didn't buy anything. Let me talk about that for a second. My clothes, my clothes are pretty much falling off of me. Like my favorite pair of jeans, I can't wear them anymore. But I just don't want to go buy clothes just yet. I just don't want to buy clothes just yet. So I'm in a 22. I can wear a 20, but I'm still wearing my 24s. So I'm going to find somebody. Matter of fact, there was a lady that reached out to me on Facebook, was telling me that she really liked my clothes and was asking about that. So I'm probably going to reach out to her to see if she probably lost so much too that she don't need the 24s anymore. But I'm sure I can find somebody that I can send them to, and hopefully find somebody that can send me some 20s or 22s. So if you're out there and you got some 22s, really 22s, 20s I can get in, but I'm not comfortable in them yet, So 22s, I'm willing to trade clothes and send clothes, or if you need clothes, hit me up. So yeah, putting that out there. I will try to come back this weekend to talk, but I just had to do a quick update, show you guys how my stomach looked with the incisions and all that, and then just kind of tell you the things that's been going on and how my body's been reacting. So like I said, I stalled for quite a while. It broke, and then I dropped 2, and then now I haven't dropped any more. So I'm not getting discouraged by that at all. I've read some stories where people are like, yep, stall for a month, and then boom, I dropped 10 pounds out the blue. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just going to keep drinking my water. I did slack up on my protein. I've started back up on that. I've been walking. So now I think what I'm going to do is really do the intermittent fasting for like the next month or two. Early in the mornings, I'm not going to eat anything, because what I've been doing is eating some yogurt or eating a boiled egg or, some protein in the morning. But I think I'm just going to stick with just drinking water. And then at about 12, I'm going to start on my protein, and see how that works out. because it took one of my good friends to remind me. She's like, well, now you have the tools, so any diet that you try to work on is gonna work. And I was like, you're right, girl, you're right. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna try all my different, not diets, but just change up some stuff, because pretty much that's really what it takes. I found when I stall, if I change up what I'm doing, it means that I've been doing what I've been doing too long and it's time to change up. And I found that when I do that, mine breaks every time. So you got to find what works for you for sure. But I have to go. I got some things to get take care of, and still gotta get in the shower and all this stuff. So I just wanted, like I said, to just drop an update video. It's been too long. So yeah. But like I said, I'll probably make another one later, because there were some other things, like I had questions and just wanted to talk. Sometimes I just need to talk. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Like, send me some comments. Yeah, talk to you guys later.